Hey everyone, I'm Lucy and welcome to this week's episode of Generation Next. We've just finished watching the Game Awards, so we thought this week we'd be talking all about brand new games that will be coming to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. But most importantly, we finally know what Xbox's quadruple A studio is working on. So before we delve into that, joining me today, I've got Xbox expert Jordan Ramey.
What's up?
And PlayStation Pro Tamoor Hussain.
Hi everyone, how's it going?
How are you, Tam? There was no Elden Ring.
お前はもう死んでいる。
Why are you
Wow,
reminding me?
you just poked the
Why?
beast immediately. What?
Is that how it is? We're just gonna like on each other's days real hard?
No, I was...
Oh, Lucy, Beck hasn't released any albums lately. That sucks.
I mean, actually, last year he released an album, so... he's also in a new... he's in a new music video with The Strokes. So,
Alright, we get it. Beck is doing things.
Prolific.
Miyazaki's just sitting around.
He's prolific. Yeah, so no Elden Ring.
Yeah.
What?
See?
Was that?
Greg gets it. Greg understands. Thank you for your support. Trending
Let's ju-
gamer of 1996.
Let's
Greg
get into
Miller.
the show. Get into the show. So a pretty great show overall. Lots of
World premiere.
to dig into. But let's kick off with the big one. God, it feels like years since the initiative was formed. They've been kind of called Xbox's quadruple A studio,
Which means I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know. Well,
It means it's a AAA studio, but they've got a lot more money than most AAA studios because Big Phil is there just being like, it's blank check, lads. Do what you want.
Sponsoring.
Is that what all the A's mean? It's just
Yeah.
money?
Yeah.
sponsoring away.
Yeah.
So yeah, the initiative, I think they're down in Santa Monica. They're an LA-based studio, filled with prestigious gaming development talent. So it's helmed by Daryl Gallagher, who's ex-CEO of Crystal Dynamics. You may know Crystal Dynamics as being the developer behind Tomb Raider and The Avengers game. Kate Bishop out this week. But helmed by Daryl Gallagher, and then you got other people. You got like people from Bungie. You've got, of course, Crystal Dynamics. Destiny 2's narrative designer is now working over there, and we finally know what they're working on, and that's Perfect Dark.
No
which-
surprise there.
Yeah, I think we've actually talked about it because they, we did talk about this because they registered the Perfect Dark Twitter handle months ago, the same time they did the Fable thing. But then unfortunately it looks like someone is squatting on it because I went to go have a look and it's currently not a Perfect Dark at all.
Do you know who's squatting on it?
Let's have a look. Twitter.com. Is it Tamoor
It's
Hussain?
me. Phil, if you want it, give me a call.
It's someone called Jose Benitez.
Yes,
who-
that is my name.
He's his bio's in Spanish, and he's a lover of music, cinema, technology, and all those things that give meaning to life.
Yeah. Dislikes, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark.
So, I mean, let's talk about it. Like, of all of the Xbox franchises to reboot, taking something from Rare and giving it to a brand new studio, do you think that's risky?
I don't think so. I think like it matters what the team is, right? Like Microsoft are very open to doing that. They've done it with Fable. They took it from Lionhead and have given it to Playground, and it's just a trust in the project. I mean, the choices are either use it or lose. Not really lose it, but like just let it fester. And if they're putting together,
Use it or renew the trademark every
Yeah.
few years so people think
Yeah.
you're still gonna use it.
use it, but not enough to realize that dude is squatting on your Twitter. But yeah, I don't think I've got any issues with it. Like the talent that they've put together, you know, ex Crystal Dynamics, who, as Lucy said before, are known for being the studio behind the legacy of Kane's Soul Reaver. So like, good team there. They've got basically a blank canvas. Like Joanna Dark, they clearly are bringing back eco kind of like not eco-terrorism, but like an kind of like weirdly ecological vibe to it that they're looking at.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting and different. kind of futuristic, which means that gun that lets you shoot through the walls is probably going to be back, and everyone's going to be absolutely livid about it in multiplayer. So there we go.
Yeah. I say it's always cool when a studio is allowed to try their hand at someone else's work, like with Arcane with Prey, and I guess you could say Ubisoft with the Mario characters with Mario and Rabbids. But
Coalition with Gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if it's gonna become another Coalition studio where it's like a situation where it's, you know, like this one studio owns this particular franchise, or if maybe Perfect Dark is gonna be like just the springboard for how Xbox are gonna be making games in the future. Because I mean, the phrase quadruple A right now is just very buzzwordy. But I do wonder if it's something, I don't know, if it's a new way they're approaching actual like development of their games, which would be
Depends
super
how much
interesting.
money Perfect Dark makes when it comes out.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just the Initiative's new project that we'll be talking about. Obviously, we want to hit on some more next-gen games that were shown off at the Game Awards. Very excitingly, the console port of Disco Elysium, for example, 2 or 3 month exclusivity on PlayStation, which is wild. But that'll be coming to kind of current and next-gen consoles next year. But let's talk about the Callisto Protocol. Oh, man.
It looks super spooky.
I am so in. God.
The moment that character woke up and it was like something on the back of the neck, I was like, all right, they're going for the back of the neck health indicator thing.
Very
again.
Dead Spacey.
I'm into it. Yeah, nice. It's about time someone did that again. Yeah, that game, Glenn Schofield.
No relation to Philip?
No relation to Philip Schofield, thankfully. Jeez. But what are they called? Striking Distance Studios? Former EA folks, the team, a lot of the minds behind Dead Space, putting together a game which is not called Dead Space.
No.
But looks
a lot like it.
So, the Callisto Protocol.
That's an interesting name. Like
Callisto, yeah.
Yeah, Callisto Protocol.
Maybe it actually means something to people who play PUBG since it's
Well,
in that universe.
I was going to say, let's talk about the big thing that no one's talking about really so much yet, is that it's set in the PUBG universe.
I
expanded
have figured
universe.
this out. There's going to be a point where you find just a pan and use it to block a bullet, and that's how they justify it. That's it. That's how Glenn Schofield was like, how do we get the PUBG money? And then someone goes, just put a pan in the game, and you're like, all right.
Well, no, you know how Isaac was like an unwilling engineer? Maybe the protagonist in this is just like an unwilling chef. And that's why he's got the pan. An unwilling chef.
Imagine this is what happens. Like, you start the game, you're in a chopper, you have to jump out of the plane onto the island, and it's just a normal game of PUBG, and you have to keep doing that until you win. But when you win, they put you in a rocket and fire you into space, and then you just wake up on the space station. You're like, what the hell? And then the Callisto Protocol begins.
That would be super cool. I'm very excited to see how it's set in the PUBG universe at all. But yeah, they also have a really great blurb. It's like there's a story-driven single-player survival horror game from the creators of Dead Space. So it's like basically all of these buzzwords, just in all this marketing speak in one line. But then Glenn Schofield's little interview at the Game Awards was like, "We just want to make the scariest game ever made."
I want to make you yourself.
So I'm very excited about that one. But other games on the list, let's talk Arc 2.
No.
Vin Diesel.
Which I assume will be coming to next gen.
Gotta say the name, The Fast and the Furious.
Look, I am so
what are
annoyed.
the other ones?
I'm so annoyed that I wasted my joke on a reply to my own tweet because I said I hoped that it would star Dwayne Turok Johnson. Turok. It's difficult to say because I kept wanting to say Dwayne the Rock, but
My one, so I think The Fast and the Furious, the first person I saw do that was Ben Pack. And then my one was Horizon Diesel Dawn.
That's pretty good.
So I think we should like call it that, not Arc 2, because Arc 2.
okay, let's call it Horizon Diesel Dawn.
Okay.
I mean, it's weird talking about Arc on a show where we're talking about, you know, the power and potential of next gen, because Ark is one of the buggiest games I have ever played. And
is it still really buggy? Like, I know it's been out for a while.
I don't know
right?
if it's like, I haven't played it in actually a couple of years, but yeah, I remember it being like the buggiest thing I've ever played.
Oh yeah.
So
for sure.
I'm hoping that like for this sequel they've got that shit locked down.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really want to know how much Vin Diesel's going to be in it.
I hope he's in it non-stop.
What if he's the main character?
I hope
what if you
he's
play
always
as
there.
Vin Diesel?
I hope he just never leaves. Like, even when he's like, okay, I'll see you later, he just follows you constantly. He's like the curse from It Follows. He's just always there.
He's just
You're gonna
always
play as
there.
the daughter and just explore the world, and every once in a while he's just gonna pop out of a tree and like throw an axe at someone sneaking up on you.
God. I would say that was one of the biggest surprises of the night. But we also had Flight Sim is coming to... We knew it would be coming to consoles eventually, but next summer for Series X. I'm very intrigued about that one because it looks incredible, but it also seems like it's super, super intensive on the PC. So I do wonder how the Series X is going to fare.
Mm-hmm. Optimize it.
So actually, next year is looking really great for Xbox. You've got the Medium in January, you've got Flight Sim in the summer, and then, of course, we're going to talk about it, Halo. We finally got... Well, they kind of delayed it into 2021, and then they've now said that it's fall 2021. So what do we think about the delay? Did we expect it to be that long?
No, but it could be cool if they delay it to November and it comes out on the 20th anniversary of Combat Evolved. I kind of dig that. I love games that come out on like the anniversaries of their first one, but
I love that.
honestly,
Did you see,
yeah.
they posted the blog post at 3:43 in the afternoon. I love stuff like that. So
You're
if
so
you want to
clever
delay
over
it
there.
to November,
Yes, it's like Snoop Dogg. He always releases his songs at 4:20.
does he actually?
I don't think that's true.
Oh, I'm so gullible.
I think I've done that like 3 times to you this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think we talked about it on Hit Video Game Podcast, GameSpot After Dark. The fact that it's so far away is kind of gives me some confidence. Like they've clearly looked at it and we need a lot of time to make.
We
this
need to work on this.
Yeah, so they've been given a lot of time, which is fantastic. Love to see it.
I found the blog post very reassuring in how they were being transparent about things.
They explained Craig's stupid face,
Hey,
and we're like,
don't say words about my boy.
oh, I love Craig, but his face is clearly stupid in that picture. They were like, yeah, his face looks stupid. It's because we never finished his stupid face. That's why.
Because he was never his stupid face was never supposed to be seen.
It was never. They were like, no one will ever look at this on a frame by frame level. Never. Just put his stupid face in it, and then the first thing people did was like frame by frame. The gamers came along.
Look, you joke about frame by frame, but I literally. I mean, let's talk about the biggest surprise.
I was
of the
about to say,
night.
for the next game.
The next game is I looked at Mass Effect pretty intently, and then I goofed because I've never seen or read War of the Worlds, and I was like really intrigued by the War of the Worlds quote that's in the trailer. I just tweeted it. I was like, hey, what about these 200 years in between the start of the 20th century? And then someone was like, that's from War of the Worlds, so I had to own up to that one. But next,
That is
Mass
from
Effect.
the book. Thank you.
I said I've never read or watched or
Yeah.
listened to the radio version. So
I'm actually like looking at the books now and being like, I could just download all of these and read them.
yeah,
I'm kind of into it. Maybe I'll
What?
do that.
just getting books.
Just getting Mass Effect books and reading.
Oh,
them.
Mass Effect books.
Oh, absolutely do it. I have so many, Tam. They're all good.
Dude, well, what's that book that got like it introduced Kai Lang for the first time, and he was eating cereal, and the book was
yeah.
like very, very torn apart by the community.
Yeah, that one actually isn't all that good.
That one's
Yeah, you
not
don't
great,
need that
but the other
one.
ones are good.
Anyways,
Let's talk about
Mass Effect is back. I like how they went with Mass Effect will return, and as if like they haven't already said that 5 times. I was like,
It's like, yeah, we know.
we get it.
I've been
Yeah, we know.
looking at Mike Gamble's LinkedIn profile. I haven't
Yeah.
really, but he has been working on it. We know that they have.
Look, the words give me serotonin, and I love that. Okay.
Too. I mean, honestly, like today was such a great day to be a BioWare fan because not only was there Mass Effect, but there was Dragon Age 2, and I'm not in any way saying that either of these games are going to come out in 2021. Like, we know we're getting Mass Effect remasters in 2021. Who knows about the other two, but it makes me really excited to be a BioWare fan again.
Yeah. Super curious news to hear after the departures from BioWare, but also like excited to see what people are working on for Dragon Age and Mass Effect.
I really hope that, so like obviously Andromeda and Inquisition were made in Frostbite, and it was very much, you could tell like the team wasn't necessarily quite sure how to make a third person game work in Frostbite. But I guess that now that they've had so much more time with that engine, and now we've got the power of next gen, I'm really excited to see what next gen Mass Effect and Dragon Age can look like. There's always been so much potential there with like biotic effects and magic effects, and I just think that would be really cool.
Yeah, please let us have it. I'm really excited for like, it's like you said, like it's a great time to be a Mass Effect or Dragon Age fan, but like between the remasters and then this, let's go.
So we didn't really see anything from like kind of PlayStation tentpoles that we know are coming next year, like God of War sequel, Horizon Forbidden West, but we did see a release date for Returnal, which also psyched me out because they started with a first-person viewpoint of a white door. And I was like,
God,
is it PT?
Imagine.
Has the power of Jeff managed to, like, has he texted some people and he's just got it back? But no, I'm excited about Returnal because I really like Housemarque as a studio, but not a huge showing from Sony really, beyond, what was that other game, Season?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
It does look cool.
Yeah. But Sony admittedly has already done a pretty good job letting us know what's coming from their studios in the near future.
I think Sony, now that I think they've got the kind of cadence down and the rhythm down of doing their own showcases. I think Microsoft do too, but I think Microsoft never really shy away from a big event like the Game Awards. Like they know that, you know, they get more eyes there. They get an extra audience who might necessarily be tuning in to watch an Xbox broadcast because it's just Xbox, right? They can reach other people. Yeah. Whereas Sony, I think, maybe are just like, if we build it, they will come.
They will come.
Yeah. People now know that you can get pretty much the entire Yakuza franchise on Xbox Game Pass.
Absolutely love to see it.
I mean, you can get Yakuza on Game Pass, you can get Master Chief on PlayStation and Kratos on Xbox now. The whole damn world's gone topsy-turvy. But anyway, sorry, so this is we've just been covering a large show for like the last 4 hours, but we wanted to do a quick episode of Gen Next talking about kind of like the future of gaming. So thank you for watching us, and let us know what your favorite trailer from the Game Awards has been. And next week we'll be back talking about whether PS5 and Xbox Series X issues have been fixed and all the improvements we've seen come to the brand new consoles, because it's just been about a month since they released. All right, see you then.
Bye.